Somebody hit her mother in the face.
It's no secret that the lives of celebrities often appear glamorous and exciting. But what really happens behind the scenes when the cameras stop rolling? Several assistants who have worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood have revealed shocking details about their former employers' behavior, offering a glimpse into a world where mistreatment and excessive demands are far from uncommon. From Mariah Carey to Lady Gaga, let's dive into the lives of these stars through the eyes of those who've worked closest to them, their assistants. Number 10. Jennifer Lopez's demanding demeanor. Jennifer Lopez, widely recognized as a talented singer, dancer, and actress, has faced numerous accusations from former assistants who describe her as anything but easy to work for. One assistant who left to work for Mariah Carey in 2013 reportedly did so after Lopez's then-boyfriend, Casper Smart, became too much to handle. Smart allegedly treated the staff poorly and even demanded to be called Mr. Smart by Lopez's employees. Several former staff members have also dubbed Lopez "Pooh" behind the scenes, claiming that she paid them around 50% less than they could earn elsewhere. Such reports stretch back as far as 2003, when rumors surfaced about Lopez dramatically reducing a dealer's tip in Las Vegas from $2,000 to $200, insisting everyone should work as hard as she did to earn their money. Even more startling was a lawsuit filed by Lopez's former chauffeur, Haykop Manoukian, who accused her of breach of contract and wrongful termination. Manoukian alleged that he worked grueling hours without proper compensation or meal breaks, prompting him to resign. Though Lopez countersued, accusing him of blackmail, the case was eventually settled outside of court in 2013. Number 9. Mariah Carey, the ultimate diva. Mariah Carey's diva persona extends well beyond her musical talent. One of her former assistants, who worked for her for 2 years, filed a lawsuit claiming she was subjected to harassment and battery. This assistant alleged that Carey's manager at the time verbally and physically mistreated her, going so far as to ridicule her body and slap her during arguments. Additionally, Carey herself has been known to demand lavish items such as lemon-scented candles and required 7 limousines to transport her short distances, like a 200-yard drive to lunch. Carey's reputation as a diva stretches back decades, with stories of her outrageous demands on tour and during public appearances, such as asking for all-white dressing rooms and hundreds of roses at each venue. Despite Carey denying these claims, the assistant's allegations highlight the excessive nature of her demands behind closed doors. Another infamous incident involved Carey banning certain staff from making eye contact with her or speaking unless directly addressed. Even in her public appearances, Carey's behavior has led to numerous memes, such as her infamous New Year's Eve performance in 2016, where she blamed technical issues on a sabotage attempt. These stories only add to the image of Carey as someone who expects nothing less than perfection from those around her, no matter how unrealistic the request. Number 8. Lady Gaga's unreal expectations. Lady Gaga's former assistant, Jennifer O'Neill, sued the pop star for nearly $400,000, claiming she worked over 7,000 hours of unpaid overtime during her 13-month tenure. O'Neill was reportedly on call 24/7, tasked with everything from waking Gaga up to ensuring her towels were ready after a shower. In depositions, Gaga referred to O'Neill as an effing hood rat and claimed she didn't deserve the money. O'Neill even testified that she was forced to sleep in the same bed as Gaga because the singer didn't want to be alone. Such revelations underscore the outrageous demands some celebrities place on their assistants, often blurring the line between professional duties and personal servitude. Number 7. Kim Kardashian's overworked staff. Kim Kardashian's lavish lifestyle is well documented, but few know the struggles faced by her staff. In 2022, several former employees filed lawsuits claiming they weren't paid overtime or given proper meal breaks while working at her home. Kardashian's defense was that the employees were hired through a third-party company, making her not directly responsible for their wages. However, reports suggest Kardashian has a habit of demanding perfection, particularly when it comes to her home, where even her famous cookie jars must be kept pristine. One assistant noted that if food wasn't presented to her liking, Kardashian would tip the plate upside down and force them to start over. Number 6. Naomi Campbell's violent outbursts. Supermodel Naomi Campbell has long been known for her fierce runway presence, but her offstage behavior has been equally notorious. Campbell has faced numerous allegations of physical violence against her assistants, including incidents where she threw phones at them, and in one case, allegedly held one hostage. Campbell's temper has been the subject of multiple lawsuits, with some assistants claiming she spat in their faces or assaulted them over minor issues. Though Campbell has undergone anger management, her past actions have left a lasting impact on those who worked closely with her. Number 5. Christian Bale's intimidating nature. Christian Bale, famous for his intense roles, has a reputation for being equally intense off-screen. One former assistant, who later penned a book about his experience, claimed Bale was difficult and even dangerous to work for. The assistant recounted an incident where Bale threatened to eliminate a fan who had sent him a letter, stating that a screwdriver thrust through the eyeball would prevent any screams. Bale's assistant eventually sought therapy to deal with the post-traumatic stress of working with the actor, whose on-set meltdowns were as severe as his off-set treatment of staff. Number 4. Amber Heard's alleged abuse of power. Amber Heard's former assistant, Kate James, gave a disturbing account of her time working for the actress during Johnny Depp's defamation trial. James alleged that Heard frequently screamed at her, often while under the influence of substances like mushrooms and MDMA. James described her time with Heard as a nightmare, with the actress sending her abusive text messages in the middle of the night and generally being unpredictable. On one occasion, James claimed that Heard spit in her face during an argument, further cementing the toxic nature of their relationship. Despite these allegations, Heard has denied any wrongdoing, maintaining that James was not an easy employee to work with. However, James' testimony painted a picture of a chaotic work environment where Heard's erratic behavior often crossed professional boundaries. Other reports from those who worked closely with Heard have echoed similar sentiments, suggesting that her high-profile legal battles have only scratched the surface of her problematic relationships with staff. Number 3. Ellen DeGeneres' toxic workplace. Ellen DeGeneres built a brand around being kind, but former employees of The Ellen DeGeneres Show had shared stories of a toxic work environment. Staff members claimed they were fired for taking medical leave or bereavement days, and some were instructed never to speak to DeGeneres if they encountered her at work. While many blamed the show's executive producers for fostering a toxic culture, one former employee noted that ultimately, the show bore Ellen's name, and she needed to take responsibility. Behind her bubbly on-screen persona, some former staffers described her as demanding and rude. Number 2. Courtney Love's questionable requests. Courtney Love's former assistant sued her in 2012, alleging that the singer owed her unpaid wages and had tasked her with illegal activities, such as hiring a hacker. The assistant, who was also promised a scholarship to Yale as part of her compensation, claimed Love never fulfilled her promises. The lawsuit also alleged that Love treated her assistant as a forensic research aide, assigning tasks that went well beyond typical assistant duties. Despite the unusual nature of the work, the assistant never received the payment she was due. Number 1. Mariah Carey's former assistant's final revelations. One of the most shocking lawsuits involved Mariah Carey's former assistant, Liana Azarian, who claimed that Carey's former manager subjected her to verbal and physical abuse. Azarian said the manager made derogatory comments about her body, and in one incident, even urinated on her. Carey was reportedly aware of the behavior but did nothing to stop it. Azarian's lawsuit also alleged that Carey's team demanded she be on call 24/7, forcing her to work under grueling conditions that took a toll on her mental and physical health. Wow, some of these celebrity secrets are truly shocking, right? If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood's hidden drama, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Thanks for sticking around, and let us know in the comments which celeb story surprised you the most. See you in the next video.